Let's hear some inspirational words from Kung Fu masters. Okay, if you're going to pass your Security Plus exam, these PBQs are going to help you a lot. We have the mission stating, following a security audit, several high-risk vulnerabilities were identified in the MLA Tech manufacturing network. You are tasked with designing a defense-in-depth architecture to mitigate ransomware risks affecting legacy OT systems and backup infrastructure. You're going to have to pay attention to these objectives and instructions. So pause the video if you want to read through them. And then we have the actual architecture in here. Inside this architecture, you see the topology, and then you see some stuff in relation to security controls like network segmentation, immutable storage, auto patching, etc. So you're going to have to drag and drop these security controls into our architecture map in order to provide security features. Now, how can you do that? You're going to have to look through risk registry, these ones. And then the policies that we have, these ones. And also the configuration that we have, which is these ones. So this is in relation to VPN configuration. Policies are for backup, and risk register are for all the things that we have inside the topology. That's about it. Try to analyze, understand why you might choose one security control over another, and pause the video, go back and forth. If needed, then we will jump right into the explanations. Okay, so inside our risk register, we have our R-101, OT SCADA, unpatchable legacy OS, and high, meaning that this OT production is not patchable, thus we cannot just update the systems. So we're going to have to think about something else. For our R-102, the corp users, we have phishing susceptibility, and the risk is also high. So inside the corporate IT, all the things that we have in here are in relation to phishing. Then we have our R-103, remote access, credential stuffing, medium. So that is going to be our VPN concentrator, which has remote access. So we're going to have to think about how can we secure it in relation to the risk registry that we have there. And then lastly, we have our backups, R-104, ransomware, encryption, and then this is critical. We must address it immediately. So what can we do? Well, there are a bunch of options in here for our security controls. However, sometimes two options are going to look good, but we're going to have to choose the best one in relation to the risk register and also the policies that we have in here. So for instance, let's begin with the OT production, the legacy SCADA. If you do not know what a SCADA is, maybe this image will help you a little bit. And it says that we cannot patch this one. So if we cannot patch, then we cannot use auto patching, right? We probably do not want to deploy EDR agents. What we want to do, we want to segment the network, completely put it in a different segment or group, like via VLANs, for instance, and then we'll try to use the tools that we have, like firewall rules, in order to protect it as best as possible, so that just in case if that segment got compromised, it will be totally separate from the production. So probably this would be a better idea than deploying EDR agents. Now, for our corp users, we have phishing susceptibility. So what can we do about that? Now, if we have phishing, usually what we want to do user training. However, there is no such a thing as user training in here. Maybe what we can do, we can deploy some EDR agents so that just in case there was a phishing email and users clicked on it and something was going to be downloaded, or if that specific phishing URL was not part of the usual behavior or the links that we are tackling with, there would be an alert. So the EDR would help the user understand those and mitigate it. Probably this would be a good option in here. What else we have inside our risk registry? We have remote access, credential stuffing, and the risk is medium. So it's talking about this remote access from VPN concentrators. Now, this specific risk of credential stuffing can be solved via enforcing MFA. So the moment we enforce MFA, if some of the credentials got stolen and tried in other places, password spray attack, etc., MFA is gonna prevent that. You're gonna have to have a second factor in order to make sure that the bad guys do not get in. Now, lastly, we have our backup NAS, and then it is within an SMB share. So what can we do in relation to this backup? Well, we had a policy. It says we have nightly incremental and weekly full backup. If you do not know about the 3 types of backups that we have, here is an image that will probably help you understand the difference between them. And then it says it is on-premise NAS, and then the offside we have tape drives rotated monthly. Note backup shares is mapped as Z. Nothing important, just extra information. So among these options, I guess immutable storage is going to help us the best. Why? Because for the backups, we have ransomware encryption and the risk is critical. So if a ransomware attack happened, then they will try to penetrate the backup system as well via the SMB shares and encrypt the backup too. However, immutable storage is going to prevent that via the WORM. So worm, not the worm and virus, but write once, read many. This way, you will just make sure that all the backups are not going to change. So there is no option of writing, aka overwriting it via the ransomware encryption protocol, and thus it will guarantee you that you are not susceptible to a ransomware attack. So an immutable storage is going to be probably the best option in here. All right, I guess these are the answers, and hopefully these are the correct answers. There is also something else that we will do as part 2 of this whole thing. So if you have answered it this way, probably you're right. We will submit our answer and see what is the correct one. So I'm going to press submit. However, let me check. Probably we have another mission objective if I have not forgotten about it. True, yeah. So that was the first part of this mission. We have also the second part, and we have chosen all those stuff, right? Deploying EDR agents, segmenting network, enforcing VPN, etc. We need to choose which one we are going to select first and which one we are going to select second. So which one we are going to apply first, basically all these security controls. Now, for instance, if we want to segment the network, that's a hard thing to do. It requires a lot of planning, and you do not want to do this right off the bat. On the other hand, implementing immutable backup or enforcing a VPN with MFA, that's something that we can do very easily. So depending on the risk registry and the severity of these risks, we can try to prioritize them. So for instance, in here, backup should be prioritized first, and then these two highs, and then the medium. So backup first. Probably we want to prioritize the VPN, or sorry, this was deploying EDR agent, and then this one, and then this one. However, even though this is an unpatchable legacy OS and it requires network segmentation with an impact of high, this is the risk that we have in here, we're gonna have to maybe put it on the third. So my guess is that this one would be first, this one would be second, and then, although this one could be third as well, this one would be third and this one would be fourth, or the other way, these two can be third and second. So let's choose one or the other and see if we are right or wrong. So I'm gonna choose immutable backup first, deploy EDR agent second, enforce VPN MFA third, and segmenting the network fourth. Hopefully I'm correct. Let's submit and let's check the things that we have, the answers with the explanations. By the way, I have other questions and other examples. Check them out inside the YouTube channel, and there are some premium ones that you can purchase, an all access membership, and go through with the labs as well. And this one is going to be part of that soon. So we failed some of them, but let's see what have we done. So some of the objectives are okay, like this one. We have enforced the MFA, which is correct, which is green. This one, network segmentation, is also green. Immutable storage is also green, and corporate IT is also green as well. I do not know why it says objective failed, so maybe there is a bug. This one, however, we did not got it correctly. We got the immutable backup and segmenting the OT network, but deploying EDR agent and enforcing VPN MFA are reversed. So we needed to do it the other way. The explanations in relation to those are mentioned in here and in here, and that's basically it. So that's it for today. I hope you learned some stuff. If you did so, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and more of these stuff are about to come. I'm beta testing this specific application, and probably soon I will announce something on the channel. If you want to be part of the beta testers for free, you can go ahead and do so. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. When I drop the video, you can be part of going through these labs and practice for free, because after that I will charge a subscription fee for them. Now that's basically it for today. I wish you success in your exam and catch you on the next one.